everybody to the Licensing and Gambling Act Subcommittee of Neath Talbot Council. This meeting is taking place just after 10 o'clock on Monday the 7th of February 2022. We will be operating under the Teams protocol, which we'll all have been aware of, namely that you keep it as quiet as possible, you don't enter any debate into the chat, and if you have any problems with IT, just put your electronic hand up. Somebody will get back to you. Okay, then we'll go straight to the roll call, please, Jane.
Thank you, Chair. If I can I'll mark you as present.
Yes.
Councillor Peters, Martin Peters. Councillor Whitelock.
Present, thank you, Jane.
I think Councillor Davis, you were attending for Councillor Peters, and do I just?
Yes.
That's fine. So Councillor Davis, I've marked you as present.
Okay, thank you, Jane.
And Councillor Miller, John Miller.
Present, Jane.
I'll now go on to officers. Neil Chappell.
Present, Jane.
Mike Shaw.
Present, Jane, thank you.
And that is the roll call complete, Chair.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll go then to ask members of the subcommittee, are there any declarations of interest that you wish to mention now? I see no heads, they're all shaking, no. Okay, Jane, can you see any hands raised?
No hands, Chair, so no declarations of interest.
No declarations. So then, is Nicola the substitute for the...
No, Councillor Miller is the substitute.
Oh, John, right. Oh, thank you, Councillor Miller. We've had the declarations of interest, so you may leave if you wish to. Thank you for your attendance. Thanks.
Thank you, Councillor Miller.
Okay. All right then, subcommittee, we'll go on to item 3 on today's agenda, which is the application to vary a premises licence named as Kitty O'Shea's. It shows in your document bundle on pages 3 to 26. I will assume you have read all the papers prior to today's meeting. I believe there is a development, so I will hand over to Mr. Chappell, who may explain to the subcommittee. Thank you, Mr. Chappell.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, members. Yeah, as the Chair said, there has been a development on this application just this morning. This is an application for the variation of a premises licence relating to Kitty O'Shea's, 6 James Street in Pontardawe. The licence holders being Peter and Eileen Rees. The application came in, members, and it was to make alterations to the plan attached to the licence, but to also remove a condition from the licence. That condition reading that the beer garden and any outside area shall not be used after 23:30 hours. The application did not propose to amend the licensing activities or the times of the licence. There were a number of representations in respect to the application from the police, the legal regulatory services, being the licensing section, and the environmental health officer. And then there were discussions and negotiations between the various responsible authorities and the licence holder, and they came to an agreement on all conditions except one. Those conditions are set out at paragraphs 70 to 75 of the report, and up until this morning there was one condition that had not been agreed. And that was the condition set out to paragraph 71 in relation to the number of customers that can be within the smoking shelter at any one time. However, the applicant has emailed us this morning. They have now accepted the environmental health request for the numbers to be restricted to 2, and that condition will now read, after 23:30 hours, a maximum of 2 customers only shall be permitted within the designated smoking shelter. Because this development has happened this morning, Chair, this application is now before you for approval.
Thank you, Mr. Chappell. Okay, members of the subcommittee, do you have anything that you wish to ask or make a comment on this application? It's been agreed now in principle, so there's nothing really that we could ask questions on. May I ask for a proposer?
I propose a recommendation, Chair.
And a seconder, please.
I'll second it, Chair.
Thank you, Councillor Davis. I am also in agreement, so that application is approved with the amended condition at item 71. So thank you for that. I don't know what we're going to do without kitties, but there we are. Okay. Right. Okay. We go back to the agenda. Excuse me. Right. So urgent items at number 4. I have no urgent items. So thank you all for your presence this morning and deliberation, and I'll call the meeting to a close. Thank you.
Madam Chair.
Thank you,
Madam
Chair.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.